So get your pen, get your journal, and get ready because we're about to dig for some gold. My name's David A. Stone. I'm an authorpreneur, a gold mining expert, urban farmer, and now I'm a #1 best-selling author of Your Gold Mine, Brain Digging Gold Guide. This is such an exciting accomplishment for me, but I gotta say, I couldn't have done it without all of you supporting me. So thank you for helping me make this book, Your Gold Mine, Brain Digging Gold Guide, a #1 bestseller. One little tip about digging and about finding your gold and then refining your ore is that when you refine your gold, when you find the gold out of the mountain and it's locked in the rock, it's in the ore, you need to refine it. But what does the refinement process of gold actually take in reality? It takes heat. It takes fire. It takes pounding. It takes a mold. You gotta make a mold. And then you pour that melted gold in that mold and the gold takes that shape. So the mold is your organized knowledge, but you gotta refine it and make that mold. The mold takes so much longer to make than one gold coin. When you melt the gold and pour it in, the mold is what takes the time. So you gotta make the mold. You gotta build the strategies. You gotta build your foundation, your formulas, the way you work, your daily cocoon time. And really it all comes down to loving yourself enough, valuing yourself enough to give yourself at least 1 hour per day. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, 1 hour per day over the course of a whole year equals 6.5 40-hour weeks. 6.5 40-hour work weeks per year if you just give yourself 1 hour a day towards your dreams. If you went and asked your boss to give you 6.5 40-hour weeks of your work year to focus on your dreams, your boss would be like, what? No, you're here. You're supposed to be working when you're here. But if you just took 1 hour less of Netflix, 1 hour less of social media, 1 hour less of oversleeping, any of those things, and you put 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into yourself every single day into structured alone time, which is cocoon time, is structured alone time, not isolation. I'm not telling you to go into isolation. I'm telling you to go into structured cocoon daily. Structured cocoon daily is 1, 2, 3 hours to yourself. However long you can do. Because 3 hours is 19.5 40-hour work weeks that you just gave to your dreams in 1 year. That's almost half a year. That's more than 5 months that you gave yourself to like full-time working towards your dream, okay? So just think about it that way. 1 hour per day, 6.5 40-hour weeks. 2 hours per day, 13 40-hour weeks focused on your goal. So take your time for yourself because that's necessary for you to fill yourself up so you can serve others more. And so you can find more gold that will serve others more, that will multiply. So that's what I want to say to you. I mean, that is the process. That's the gold mining process. That's the finding your gold process. And it's a little different. If you're refining some old gold or if you're digging up new gold, the refinement process is similar. It takes heat, it takes pounding, it takes work, it takes elbow grease, it takes determination, courage, perseverance, and it takes one critical, important thing. This is a quote from my movie, One Hit From Home, which you can get on Amazon. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle happens. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle happens. If you've been digging for a long time, but you're digging in the wrong spot, maybe you're super close. Maybe you are digging in your own mind. Don't just give up. Just evict the squatters. Choose to make your own decisions and direct your own path. And once you do that, you're gonna find some gold. And when you do, the refinement process, don't get scared about the refinement process. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle happens. The refinement process is hard, it takes heat, it's difficult, it actually is painful, but the pain is actually making your gold more valuable, okay? So stick with it. If it was a good idea when you started, it's still a good idea now. You just have to finish it. The only way your good idea is not gonna be a good idea is if you don't finish it. So finish it. Get your idea started, get it done, and then release it. Once you release it, that's going to be a big ego check, because you're going to have to check your ego in order to hit release, in order to let the world see what's really on your mind, what's really on your heart. It's hard to do. It's hard to do because your ego wants to protect you. But your ego is the scared you. It's the you that doesn't want to face any other fears. But you have the power, the personal power to face your fears and face your ego and tell your ego that you're fine. You're fine. You're going to face your fears and you're going to win. You don't have to be afraid anymore. You can have what you want. You just got to go take it. And you got to take it in a loving way. You got to know what you want in a loving way. Have discernment about the world. But love what you want to do and go do it. Now, if you're at a job and you really need to keep this job, that's okay. Spend a little bit of time on your personal goals, but take the time at your job and change your mind. Change your mind around and allow yourself to over-deliver if you don't quite like your job right now. Say, you know what? I don't like it, but I'm thankful. I'm grateful that I have this job. And I'm going to over-deliver beyond what I'm paid for and I'm going to pat myself on the back. And then you do that for 90 days, over-deliver, patting yourself on the back, not expecting anything from the way you over-deliver, just going and cranking and giving for 90 days. You're going to promote yourself. Maybe you won't even promote yourself at that job. Maybe you'll promote yourself because someone else is going to see it and they're going to headhunt you to another company. Maybe you could go put an application in your favorite company at that point because you've over-delivered so well and you're going to get such a glowing recommendation. Or maybe you get an actual promotion at your job because you've just been over-delivering and everybody's like, wow, you've already earned it. You already did it. You got to earn the money before you get the money. You got to earn the success before you get the success. You got to earn the wealth before you get the wealth. You got to do something. You got to want something. You got to figure it out. You got to dial it in. And then you got to go do it. And that is how fulfillment happens. Because you're focusing on deep desires that were implanted there by the creator of the universe. So you can't disregard these desires. They're real. Okay? I love you. I say this in love. In love and respect. I just want you to know I love you, but you need to know that you love yourself. That's the ultimate key. You need to know that God loves you. God created you for an ultimate purpose beyond this world. Something greater than you can even imagine. But this life is important, and we're going to find out when it's all over that we were supposed to be mining our gold. We were supposed to be digging. We weren't supposed to just be apathetically living, giving up on everything. We're supposed to be living and thriving. So that's my goal for you, that you can find your gold and you can live fulfilled and thrive. Okay, wow, this has been a good one. I hope you got some incredible value from this episode. If you did, there's some share buttons on the page. I just want you to share this video with at least 3 of your friends. 3 of your friends who could find some value from this whole process, from finding their gold. Some friends that you know need to find their gold. Some friends that you know have a lot of gold. They just got to start digging, but they got to learn how to start digging. And I will be the guide. I will be your guy and I will be your guide. But anyways, I will help you find your gold and I will help your friend find their gold. Or your parent, or your child, or your grandma. Let's all get out there and find our gold because it's so awesome when you hit a nice vein of gold and it's yours. And you can start refining it. It's amazing. So now that you can set better goals, you have a grasp on CGGs and GLPs, you can remember your worth, you can remember your value. It's now time to bring it all home. Okay, so we all know the why now. I think the why is starting to get into our skulls. I hope. But now is the important part of the process. This part is the how. That's the real question. How are we supposed to implement this? How are we supposed to bring this into our normal daily life and actually have it change things instead of just being something that you hear and don't take action on? Well, now we got to learn the practical application of this theory, or the how, because nothing will change unless we transfer what we just learned into real life and start taking action on it daily. Also, I just want you to remember to take it easy on yourself, okay? Stop judging yourself. Give yourself permission to grow. Give yourself permission to do bad work. You know, it doesn't matter. If you stop judging yourself, no work is bad work. So stop judging yourself. Start loving yourself a little bit more. Start talking to yourself better. Recognize those times when you start calling yourself names and tell yourself sorry. Stupid Dave. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to call you stupid. You're really cool. Maybe that seems crazy to some people, but you know what? Start talking nicer to yourself. You talk to yourself more than you talk to anybody else. And actually, when you're talking to yourself, most of the words that you're saying to yourself don't even come out of your mouth. Most of the words that you're saying to yourself only happen in your head, in your mind. So you need to be very nice to yourself. When you think a bad thought about yourself, you need to apologize to yourself and repeat the exact opposite of what you just said back to yourself. I hate you, Dave. Oh, even if you're joking. Sorry, Dave, I didn't mean that. You're awesome. Dave, you're amazing. You're incredible. And you need to say that too about yourself. So if you catch yourself being mean to yourself, change it up and start being nicer. Because that's going to affect you from the inside and it's going to start affecting people on the outside. And they're going to wonder, what's going on? Why have you changed so much? Why are you accomplishing so many goals? Why are you on supercharge right now? And how do you have so much energy? And how are you not getting tired? They're not going to be able to understand it. But there's strategies and tactics and reasons. And those are the reasons that I'm showing you here. So thank you so much for watching this video and for sticking around. I want to congratulate you for being here because the next video is really going to tie this all together. Here's your homework. If you haven't done it already, go make sure you lock in your GLP. And if you already have it locked in, just ask yourself, is this what you want? Cool. Then decide on that. Then find some CGGs and then put those down too. And the CGGs are your current golden goals that line up to your GLP or your golden legacy purpose, which is how you want to be affecting people 20 years after you're gone.